Hey guys, welcome back to the MJ Gooner podcast right here for the post-match review. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1, and what a first 20 minutes of the game. Probably one of the best, I would say one of the best performances I've seen for the first 20 minutes of Mikel Arteta reign. I think the last time where we actually have a very dominant start of the game was 2015, 2016 against Manchester United. I believe we scored 3 goals within, 20 something minutes. But this is pretty much what we witnessed today. A very strong start, but at the end of the day, it was a very nervy finish. Yes, I'm a little bit disappointed with the way how it went towards the end or towards in the middle. I feel like the scoreline does not quite reflect how dominant we were throughout the whole game. It was just an outlier. It's one of those games where, it is an outlier in general, because I feel like the first 20 minutes we were so in control. Offensively, we were very good for a while in the Premier League. Certainly one of the best in the first 20 minutes, or at least in the first half, because, if you guys probably remember, I feel like in other games, we really had to grind out a win. We had to grind out for the first goal. Teams would be sitting deep, doing low blocks against us. And today, it was something different, at least. I feel like Wolves are, in a way, doing low blocks. But this time, we somehow found a way to work around the low blocks, and it worked out perfectly. So, let's talk about the starting 11. Ryan Goal, which I think it is the most common knowledge right now. I feel like he is certainly extending or staying in Arsenal right now. It's just all about the official announcement of his permanent signing to Arsenal. Back four, Zinchenko, Gabriel Saliba, and also Tomiyasu. In the middle, we got Trossard, Declan Rice, Odegaard. From 3, we have Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. It's pretty much what I would expect from Arsenal, except that I thought, Kai Havertz might be coming on, which I read a tweet somewhere saying that it's a good choice, actually, because, you actually want more from Kai Havertz, right? You certainly want him to perform a little bit more than what he already did in the RC Lens. He still needs a way to find his way back into the team in a way. So having him on the bench is not the worst thing in the world. At the end of the day, it doesn't quite matter. The early 2 goals, we don't really need Havertz. And the first goal, it was a brilliant goal as well. It was Saka on the right-hand side. He acknowledges that there are always 2 players teamed up on him. And it was just a little, flick to Jesus holding Collins back, or maybe somebody else, and then find Tomiyasu. It was a little bit lucky in the middle of the build-up. It was, ricocheting between defenders. Saka got it. He has the ball, finessed that one in. We scored the first goal within 6 minutes. And later on, Odegaard scoring one of the. I think this is definitely, in terms of team goals, I think this is one of the best. It's all passing. Saka whips it in, couldn't find anybody. Zinchenko was at the far post. Zinchenko finds Jesus just to lay it off. Simple 1-2 play. Zinchenko finds Odegaard, and in that area, you just know Odegaard will not miss it, and he strikes that one perfectly. We made it 2-1. We made 2-0, and I thought there were quite a bit of chances here and there for Arsenal. Trossard had one. It was a very good ball from Odegaard, but it was a good save by Jose Sarr, who also came off the game because of an injury. And I'm sure there are more, but because the game happens 2 days ago, I'm still kind of remembering what happened. But and that's pretty much it. Second half, we got a few chances. I think there's one where Tomiyasu whips across into the middle to Jesus. And to me, it's not a penalty because it was quite soft. And second of all, I feel like Jesus should have done better. I just have to say it. He should have done better in that situation. He pretty much got everything. He pretty much has all the advantage he has in that cross, but somehow couldn't really lay the head to it. And I'm so sorry. I should close my door when I record it. I think I saw my window open right outside my living room. And there was, I think that was pretty much it. I'm sure there are more chances here and there, but we just couldn't capitalize. And this is the problem, because I feel like every time we score 2 goals, and right now there's a cliche saying that 2 goals is the most dangerous scoreline. To Arsenal, it is. You have no idea how many times Arsenal has lost the lead after scoring first, or after scoring the first 2 goals. We drew to West Ham United last year. We drew to Liverpool last year, and I felt like at one point, if we don't capitalize, our chances, we're not gonna win this game. That's what I thought, and it is the cooling period where after a very strong start within 13 minutes, and you were kind of expecting to find a 3rd goal for the rest of the first half. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And certainly didn't happen for the majority of the first half. Majority of the second half, sorry. And it was quite disappointing because once there's a gracing period where nothing happened, you just knew that, worst thing could come. And turns out the worst thing came was the Zinchenko mistake at the back. Of course, he's the one to blame because I feel like he should have done better in that situation. I think he caught napping, he caught sleeping there. But we all thought, his defensive instinct, his defensive ability has improved this year compared to last season. But still, the little bit of a mislap from him is still there. And thank God it didn't cost us anything. Because I'll be very, very mad. I'll be very disappointed if we somehow conceded another one. Actually, Raya, I think he played pretty well. Distribution-wise was amazing. And the goal scored by Cunha, you can't really blame on Raya. That was a very good finish. But yeah, it was just a little bit of a defensive mishap at the back, allowing the goal to score in, which allowed the game to kind of feel like turn against us. And there was also another play with Eddie. I think he should have scored there. He has tons of times in front of him. Hits the inside of the post. I was hoping the ball would just slowly rolls the ball in, but it did not happen. Instead, we just have to grind out for the rest of the game. And honestly, it doesn't even feel good after the win, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I feel like we should be grateful with the result because we won. Because at one point, or for a good span of 24 hours, we were 4 points clear off top. Was still City and also Liverpool still have a game to play. And you thought, you know what, it's fine. But then I feel like this is the game where, in terms of the goal difference, we should have probably capitalized that. Because this is the game where we should be leading by 4, 5, or even 6 goals. Just trying to widen that goal difference a little bit compared to City, which I thought we should have done a little bit better in that scenario. I feel like offensively we're still kind of lacking, even though the first 13 minutes was really, really good. But again, you can't really fault majority of the players. I'm happy for the win, but should have been better. Knowing about the nature of the game, it's not like playing against, for example, United. I'm okay winning by 1 goal. If we beat Man City winning by 1 goal, that's okay because it's a hard fought grind in the end. But with this, it's just completely different. It's again Wolves. A lot of times where the opposition or the referee just kind of did them dirty at times. So I felt bad for them, but today I feel like Arsenal should have done way better than Wolves. But at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. And tomorrow, as I'm recording this, it's Monday night here in Vancouver, time 6 p.m. So we were playing against Luton Town in 18 hours, I think. Yeah, 18 hours. So I'll be watching that game. Hopefully we're going to get a win. I know Luton's sitting at 17th to 18th away. But again, if you're able to play in the Premier League, never underestimate any teams in the Premier League. They can actually do you dirty. The game against Luton against Liverpool, which Luton was at home, they got 1 point. So you can see that teams like this just got promoted can also do damage to big teams. So hopefully we're not going to hopefully it's not going to happen. Hopefully we're going to have a potentially 5 points clear because Liverpool won their game and City drew their game, which honestly I'm very happy with the result. I don't want Spurs to win, nor I don't want Man City to win. So a draw was a pretty fair result. I know the ref robbed them in the end. It was a poor refereeing from Simon Hooper. In the Liverpool game, imagine if Fulham somehow somehow survive for another 10-15 minutes, then it would have been a perfect weekend for Arsenal. Of course, it would be a perfect weekend if Chelsea and also Liverpool drop points, but that didn't happen. But we just have to focus on ourselves right now. 2 points clear off the table, and hopefully by tomorrow, once I record this, we're able to say that we're 5 points good. But hopefully we're gonna get a win away at Kenilworth Town or something like that. I don't know the stadium's name. Something similar like that. So thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Leave a like and subscribe wherever you're from, and hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in a bit.